So our teacher in the middle of class just decided to start playing games with us on Sporkle.com. He was a very laid-back teacher like that. As we were doing some brand logo quiz on Sporkle, I remember the exact moment it happened. Right after my friend answered a question, I remember the exact answer too, Adidas. The dean's voice came through the loudspeaker. He sounded panicked and frantic as he told all the teachers this was not a drill and to go into lockdown. I actually got the chills, and I got goosebumps on my arms as our usually laid-back teacher too seemed panicked as he ran to turn off the lights and ushered us to the back corner of the room. We all sat in silence for about 2 minutes, and then the usual buzzing that came from a panel in the back of the room ceased, indicating that the school must have cut all the power. We all looked at each other, realizing this must be serious. The banging then moved from the lockers to our classroom door, and that's when one of the crying girls screamed no. During the first lunch period, I heard 4 loud booms. I personally thought it was thunder, but the entire lunch crowd started screaming. I was thinking those kids were just serious pussies. Suddenly, my phone dinged as I got a text message. I felt my entire world shrivel up and die at that one moment.
Hi, can I buy a hot dog?
Okay. Ketchup, mustard?
Yes, please. Thank you so much.
Hi. これ180円。
ありがとうございます。美味しい。
Muchas gracias. I love it. And this is my breakfast for today.
एक पाव भाजी बनाया भाई। Thank you. So buttery.
Number 20. Poo-dough. When you're 7 years old, playing with fecal matter has a level of comedy that often baffles adults. Well, mostly mothers. Kids can now use the dark brown modeling compound to mold their own replica poop. No longer will the kids have to play with their own. And if you're feeling creative, you could even mold corn pieces into it to give it that extra realistic look. This apparently was one of the best sellers in 2013. Number 18. Dora Aquapet. No one saw the design of this one and thought a dildo-shaped Dora the Explorer toy might not be the best idea. It takes most people approximately 1 second to notice the inappropriate shape. How then did the entire company not see this? They also managed to do the same thing with the SpongeBob characters without realizing. Number 17. The Breast Milk Baby. This $60 doll lets girls as young as 2 breastfeed and sparked outrage among mums as it went on sale for Christmas a few years back. Apparently, the Breast Milk Baby doll makes suckling sounds when put to the flower nipples and needs to be winded afterwards. Backlash from concerned mothers labeled it as weird and creepy. Number 13. Toy Pedo. As you can see from the packaging, the Toy Pedo is a hand-launched projectile meant to be inserted into young boys' mouths that can travel up to 40 feet. Parents all over America were complaining that this toy was somewhat sexual. The company that made it thought it was the fact that it had the word pedo on it. It was shaped similar to a penis, and on the box it read, "To be fired from children's mouths." It was suggested that the parents were just reading into it a bit too much. Number 5. Baby's first baby. I guess the creator of this toy is trying to make some sort of statement, but whatever the purpose, the end result is a pregnant baby. For even more realism, the doll has stretch marks, and believe it or not, the water actually breaks. And for the same price, you can get double the fun with pregnancy twins, each pregnant with their very own set of pregnant twins. Number 4. World Trade Center airplane toy. In 2004, a company called Lisp Corp purchased a large quantity of small toys to insert into bags of candy as a toy surprise. The company ordered the toy from an import group, and they didn't know what they had until it was too late. The toys clearly depict a plane between 2 skyscrapers. And these toys were no coincidence either, as they were clearly labeled with the product number 9011. And when the customers complained, the candy and toys were taken off the shelves. Number 3. Black Oreo Fun Barbie. In 1997, Mattel teamed up with another company to release the Oreo Fun Barbie. Somehow, no one at either company was aware the term Oreo is an offensive and widely politically incorrect term used to describe a black person who acts like they're white. So when the dark-skinned version of the Oreo Fun Barbie hit store shelves, there was quite an outcry. The white version of the Barbie can be purchased for just a few dollars, but the black version sells as high as $100 because Mattel recalled the unsold stock of the doll.
Word to your mother.
Today, it's time to release myself. What shall I go on today? You know what? Not my first choice, but I might hop on the hub today. Let's see. Okay? It's probably one of those videos. Probably just a mistake, you know. I'll go to one of my other tab videos, you know. No, it's just one video. It's not a big deal. Oh, okay. I guess I'll go to another video then. What? What is happening right now? What is happening right now? Why are all the best videos flagged? Is there something wrong with the website? Pornhub is removing all videos on its site that weren't uploaded by official content partners or members of its model program, meaning a significant portion of its videos will disappear. Nani? Man, nobody wants to see those boring ass blue checkmark recommended videos. Okay. But the majority of the hentai videos on there are not from an official account. Wait, no. What about, no. What are you doing, Pornhub? You literally deleted all your best videos. videos. All the homemade stuff. Gone. Most of the hentai. Gone. I don't go to the hub for hentai, alright? That's what H-Anime is for, okay? H-Anime is way better than Hentai Haven, by the way. I don't go to Pornhub for that. But how else am I supposed to get my mother knows breasts in dub, okay? How else am I supposed to get my lover's in-law in dub, okay? Watch those classics on the hub in English. What, am I supposed to go watch that on a regular site in Japanese? That's like watching Yu Yu Hakusho and Cowboy Bebop in Japanese. A human being just doesn't do it. I think I had you like on B tier on my tier list. I think I'm going to have to move you down to trash tier now. You are now with X-Hamps.
I'm gonna go ahead and interrupt them real quick to give them some breaking news. Yeah, there you go. How do you like that? The couch is eating my shit that's raining from my ass. Oh, it's a hooker. Cool. Whoa, game skipped there for a second, thought it was gonna crash. Alright, it's time for some naughty business. Let me make sure it's permitted.
Ed, seeing you again makes me remember the wonderful times we all used to have.
Yep, sex. Alright, let me make sure it's okay with them if I do this. Oh, shit, I guess I already took my pants off in the game. She's giving me a incredibly shocked face. And that dude's over there just petrified.
The thing is, we've really got to,
What do you have to do? Hold on, let me get off the couch.
we need to clean the,
No, fuck you and your cleaner. You're gonna watch this.
that electric socket in the hallway.
The electric socket in the hallway. You're gonna clean that shit? Huh? Look at me, bitch.
Good idea, yeah.
No, it wasn't a good idea. It's fucking stupid.
It needs to be aired out again.
No, don't air it out.
Yeah.
What is that? Oh. It's a painting of a dildo. Let me confirm the theory.
Yeah, I'm hoping you can help me understand where I went wrong with my new decorating.
Well, the big problem is there's a dildo painting on your couch.
Oh, Grace, let's not do that.
Hey, furry testicles, you stay out of this. This is between me and your wife, who's gonna be my wife soon. Maybe it'll let me, like, beat her with it, and then I'll just have my way with her. Oh, shit, I missed. Went right back on the
Well,
shelf.
it's impressive. Even after
Fuck!
a full day's
Do
work
not
designing
speak,
magazine
squid
ads, Grace
scrotum.
somehow finds
Can't
the time
you
to
see?
decorate.
She wants to talk to me. Get out of here. No, I didn't mean you. I meant him. No, not you. Don't misconstrue the information. You know, you give me that look? Applies to you. You can fuck yourself or me, bitch. Oh, what is this?
All right.
What is he doing?
Ed, that's it. You've got to leave.
Whoa, no, absolutely not. Hey, don't let saggy sperm take me away. This is my house, bitch. This is my house. What are you doing? You're walking right through shit. You're a ghost. Oh my goodness. He's transparent. You walked right through the door and everything in between.
We'll be fine. Just go.
You know, fine. I'll go have a party at someone else's house.
Imagine being confined to a 10 by 10 foot room in complete isolation.
No timekeeping devices, no phones, no books, nothing to write on, no windows. Psychologists say that fewer than 3 days in a room like this can lead to brain damage. I will be staying in this room for 3 days.
Clearly, he's on the border of misery.
So this is what Bernadette from The Big Bang Theory does with her spare time. Hey everyone, welcome to another review, and here's my review for the movie The Bronze. Yes, I went to the theaters today, and I had a choice maybe to see two new movies that came out yesterday, and those two movies were God's Not Dead 2 and Meet the Blacks. I've heard nothing but shit from both of those movies, so I had no interest at all at seeing any of those movies, so instead I saw this movie, The Bronze. This movie came out a few weeks ago. I had no interest in seeing this movie, but I chose this movie over those two shitty-ass movies, so I saw this movie instead, and yeah, let's get to it. Clearly no one saw it, and for good reason. The Bronze is not a good movie. It's an unlikable, despicable, terrible movie. Yeah, a few chuckles here and there, and a few good performances, but all in all, it's not a good movie. Scale 1 to 10, I'll give this movie, The Bronze, a 3.2 out of 10. So yeah, so here's my top 10 worst Adam Sandler movies. Yes, I want to talk to you about Adam Sandler. He's terrible, yes. Long story short, he's god-awful. I think he is one of the worst actors working today. And I just can't stand that. I can't stand that he keeps making money. I can't stand that he keeps making the same crappy movies and people paying to see these shitty movies. I don't know why. What is wrong with you people? Stop seeing his movies. You're giving him money and giving him more work. God, he's awful. But he has done some good movies, but I'm not here to talk about the good movies. I'm here to talk about the shitty movies. The movies that make you want to gouge your eyes out. The movies that you'd rather put a bullet to your head than ever watch again. And before our top 10 list, I gotta have my dishonorable mentions. And my dishonorable mentions for the worst Adam Sandler movies are Mr. Deeds, I Now Pronounce You Chuck and Larry, Bedtime Stories, Blended, The Waterboy, You Don't Mess with the Zohan, and Click. Yes, number 9 is That's My Boy. Yes, this is when Adam Sandler actually tried to be like, you know, let's be a little different. Let's try to make my movies R-rated. It still doesn't work. I'm sorry, Adam Sandler. Just because you add F-words, just because you say fucking shit a lot in your movies, doesn't make your movies more funny. It's still a Happy Madison production movie, aka Bullshit 101. Coming number 8 is 8 Crazy Nights. Oh my god, yes. I feel bad. I feel bad for the Jewish community, because we have such great Christmas movies. They barely have any Hanukkah movies. They have this movie. We have amazing movies like It's a Wonderful Life, Die Hard, Joyce Noel, just all that. The Santa Claus, such great Christmas movies. We even have some great animated Christmas movies like Arthur Christmas, the original Grinch, Nightmare Before Christmas. We have such great Christmas films. Their animated Hanukkah movie, and their pretty much only Hanukkah movie, is 8 Crazy Nights, and this movie is terrible. Just awful. You want to see a movie that actually has good animation, but the worst and most annoying characters ever, bad musical numbers, reindeers eating shit, pee jokes, piss jokes, cum jokes that just don't work, and a lot of product placement? Yeah, watch this movie. You'll have a blast. No, you won't. Coming number 7 is Grown Ups. Yes, in 2010, we were blessed with this movie. I'm sorry, did I say blessed? Cursed with this movie. This action, crime, comedy. Kind of tries to be like Midnight Run, but it's not Midnight Run. That movie with Martin Lawrence and Tim Robbins, Nothing to Lose, I think it's called, it also tried to be like Midnight Run. There's only one Midnight Run. That is Midnight Run. Charles Gordon and Robert De Niro are the only people that can do it. It's fucking Midnight Run. This movie is no Midnight Run. This is just bullshit. This is so bad. Adam Sandler, Dana Wayans have no chemistry. They have as much chemistry as Edward and Bella do in Twilight. They're just terrible. My next video, I'm going to be ranking the good Adam Sandler movies. Yes, there are good Adam Sandler movies. Try not to faint. But yeah, here's my top 10 worst Disney Channel original films. And as always, before our top 10 list, you gotta have your dishonorable mentions. My dishonorable mentions are Xenon the Sequel, Xenon 3, The Sweet Life of Zach and Cody movie, Teen Beach movie, and The Swap. Coming in number 9 is Jump In. This movie is about jump rope. It's about double dutch and jump rope, and why the fuck would you make a movie about that? Like, it's weird. It's got Corbin Bleu from High School Musical, and he's mediocre in those movies, and he's mediocre in this film. He's like this high school kid, he's cool and awesome, and he's a boxer, but then he wants to be in a jump rope competition. Why? I don't fucking know. And it's a lot about, you know, skipping and jump rope and double dutch and stuff. And there's like a song, it's like, jump into the rhythm and stuff like that. It's a really bad pop song that was like the selling point of the movie, and it's just kind of dumb. It's really stupid, and I like that you can make really silly ideas and make a good story around it. Like, there's a movie called Aquila and the Bee with Lawrence Fishburne and stuff. It's about a spelling bee, but that was actually a legit great film and stuff. Had good characters and good meaning to it and stuff. And like, that's a silly idea to make a movie about a spelling bee, but they made it interesting because they had interesting characters and a good concept and a good characters and good actors and stuff. This movie has a silly idea, and that's all it really has is a silly idea. It's about double dutch, and it's just about these boring teenagers you don't give a fucking shit about, and it's got bad acting, pretty sloppy writing, and just, it's so juvenile and silly, just like, wow, it's just, maybe if you grew up in this movie, I get you would like it, but honestly, watching it now as a grown adult, it's pretty fucking stupid. Coming in number 7 is Lemonade Mouth. This one I just watched like a week ago, and oh my god, was it embarrassing. This I was cringing the whole time watching this movie. This movie was just so dumb. Like, it was so stupid, and I'm like, wow, this movie's fucking ridiculous. And yeah, it's funny. I think I watched this movie after I watched The Color of Friendship, and I watched this movie right after, and I'm like, wow, what a step down. This movie it's about these high school kids, and they start a band called Lemonade Mouth. I don't know why it's called that. And they just want to talk about music, man. It's all about the music and the passion, man. And I'm like, well, no. Like, all their songs have nothing to do with passion. And they're trying to start a movement and stuff. And I'm like, they don't really succeed and stuff. And it's about them going against their principal, man. Sticking it to the man and shit. I'm like, oh, God, shut up. This movie was so ear-bleedingly annoying, and just these characters were so irritating. This movie has like every cliche in the fucking book, and if it wasn't for Christopher McDonald, this movie would be in my top 3 worst of the Disney Channel films. But because he had a funny line here and there, it put it at number 7, but this movie was fucking garbage. Coming in number 4 is Sharpay's Fabulous Adventure. Oh my god, watching this movie made me almost want to put a nail gun to my fucking face. This movie was so annoying. Sharpay, again, I don't even like the High School Musicals, but she's easily the most annoying character in all those movies. No offense to Ashley Tisdale, but she is fucking annoying. And the whole movie is dedicated to her and how just a snobby rich bitch she is. And imagine a whole movie just about a snobby rich bitch and how perfect and amazing she is. Oh my god, I don't know what the fuck they were thinking, making a whole movie about her, but that's annoying. And I guess she has an arc, but it's just so forced and so stupid that, yeah, it just doesn't work, and yeah, this movie sucks. Coming in number 3 is Descendants and Descendants 2, yeah, oh my god. Speaking of someone who loves Disney, loves the classic Disney animated films, the fact that they made live-action sort of sequels off of Disney Channel films, and it's so stupid. Like, oh, what if Maleficent had a kid? What if Ursula had a kid? What if fucking the evil queen from Snow White had a kid? And then the good people, they all had kids. Then they all went to school together, and it's all teenagers, and it's like High School Musical, but they're Disney characters. I'm like, oh my god, fuck this movie. Fuck both these movies. They're just the most cheesiest and corniest things. Like, at least High School Musical had something to say. Like, when it was with those movies, there's some messages to it. But these are just lame excuses for Disney films. Like, they're like, oh, we'll just take the property of all those Disney films that you love, and we'll just basically make High School Musical again, but put Disney characters in it. I'm like, oh, go fuck yourself, movies. Coming in number 2 is the Cheetah Girls. Yeah, the very first Cheetah Girls. This movie is an abomination. This movie is garbage. This movie's trash. I hate everything about this film. It has an awful message, a bad message for kids. I hated this movie when I was younger, and now watching it now, I think it's a movie that you should not show your kids. I think it has a horrible message. Basically, the message is, be mean to your friends. If you be snotty and rude, you'll get what you want in the end, and even if you don't try, you still will succeed. I think that is a horrible message. This movie is so bad, and it's about these girl bands, and all they do is say cheetah power, or girl power, or oh yeah! It's just them saying catchphrases for 80% of the fucking film, and yeah, it's just them, they're trying to start a band and stuff, then when they get famous, because they sing a really bad song, Raven Simone, she becomes like a bitch, and is like, oh yeah, I'm gonna be a solo singer, and then the girl's like, oh, that's not the cheetah girl way. Then they split up and everything, and then, I don't know, they have to enter like this music talent show competition, but again, they split up and everything, but then Raven's dog gets like trapped in a sewer, but then the Cheetah Girls meet up because it's like live breaking news, a dog's trapped in a sewer, because yeah, that's live breaking news. Then they sing a song, then the dog comes up, then they do a musical number in the middle of the street. I'm like, wait, what? This is not a musical, but they do it, and then they win the talent show. Even though they didn't even show up to the talent show, they still win the talent show because they did a musical number at the fucking traffic jam. And I'm like, what? Fuck this movie. And then even like every time they sing and stuff, they look at the camera like they're in a music video. I'm like, who are they staring at? I get they're staring at us, the audiences, but This is a movie. It's not a music video. So when they're staring at us like they're talking to us, I'm like, what are they talking to? Are they just staring at a wall and stuff? It's really weird and kind of stupid. And just the message of this movie is just so disrespectful and just so unlikable and nasty. I hated every second of this shitfest of a film. And yeah, it's one of the worst. And my number one least favorite and what I think is the worst Disney Channel original films is Camp Rock and Camp Rock 2. I'm not going to talk about these movies right now, actually. In January, look forward to this. In January, I'm going to do a whole video on Camp Rock and Camp Rock 2 and talk about how awful these films are and how I think they're one of the worst teen films, one of the worst coming-of-age stories, and one of the worst films about music I've ever seen in my entire life. Like, these movies are so bad and so disrespectful and just so shit. And the fact that some people grow up in these movies and love these movies and think they're amazing, there's something clearly wrong with them because they're fucking garbage. They're some of the worst things I've ever seen. And it would take a whole video for me to explain why I hate both these films. But until then, they're number one, and yeah, to be continued.
All of you little assholes are gonna go nowhere in life.
Yeah, I do a lot of drugs.
This is my letter of resignation. You can roll it up into a tight little wad and shove it up your dick. Do you want this open or closed?
So, the other day, I'm at home talking to my daughter. I have a 5-year-old, and she's in kindergarten. And she told me that all of her friends at school make fun of me because I'm fat. And that she doesn't like me, her daddy. A 5-year-old girl telling me she doesn't like me, her own daddy, because I'm fat and all her friends at school make fun of me. You know, it hit me deep in my heart. So, I told her to her face, fuck you and all your motherfucking friends, nigga! Give a fuck if y'all in kindergarten, I'll whoop y'all motherfucking ass. That's why Santa Claus ain't real, bitch. That's why I fucked your mama, bitch. I'll fuck up all y'all kids. I don't care, goddammit. Huh? Prove it to me. Prove it to me. That's why you ain't going to Disney World, bitch. Fuck you and your friends. Fuck all y'all, bitch. It really, really hurt my feelings.
A duck walked up to a lemonade stand and he said to the man running the stand, "Hey, got any grapes?" The man said, "Play with my balls and tell me how big they are." The duck said, "I'll pass." Then he waddled away, waddle, till the very next day, when the duck walked up to the lemonade stand and he said to the man running the stand, "Hey, got any
bombs?"
The man said, "No.
Watch where you walking, nigga.
We just sell lemonade, okay? Why not give it a try?" The duck said, "What the fuck?" Then he waddled away, waddle. Then he waddled away, waddle. Then he waddled away, waddle. Till the very next day, when the duck walked up to the lemonade stand and he said to the man running the stand, "Hey, got any
female genitalia?"
The man said, "Look, this is getting old. I mean,
motherfucking
lemonade's all we've ever sold."
You piece of shit!
The duck said,
"Suck my motherfucking dick."
Then he waddled away, waddle, till the very next day, when the duck walked up to the lemonade stand and he said to the man running the stand, "Hey, got any
pubic hair?"
The man said, "That's it. If you don't stay away, duck, I'll glue you to a tree and you're there all day stuck."
I'll kick your ass.
The duck said,
"You ripped your dick off."
Then he waddled away, waddle. Then he waddled away, waddle. Then he waddled away, waddle. Till the very next day, when the duck walked up to the woman running the store, "Hey, got any
free porno mags?"
The woman said, no, it's a corner store. I mean, porn aren't really what we're known for. We've got assless chaps. The duck said, it's fucking retarded. Then he waddled away, waddle, waddle, till the very next day, bum, 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 ba-dum, when the duck walked up to the corner store, and he said to the woman running the store, hey, bum, bum, bum.
Bitches love my penis cause it's really big.
The woman said, you fucking shithead, you're out of luck. The duck said,
Hey, what you say, nigga?
Shithead.
Hey, squeeze it, nigga.
Then he waddled away, waddle, waddle. Then he waddled away, waddle, waddle. Then he waddled away, waddle, waddle, till the very next day, bum, 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 ba-dum, when the duck walked up to the corner store, and he said to the woman running the store, hey, bitch, got any marijuana? The woman said, look, I'm trying not to shout.
Shut the fuck up!
Or get out. The duck said,
gotta go, jack off.
Then he waddled away, waddle, waddle. Then he waddled away, waddle, waddle, waddle. Then he waddled away, waddle, waddle, till the very next day, bum, 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 ba-dum. When the duck walked up to the corner store, and he said to the woman running the store, hey, bum, bum, bum.
You're my bitch.
The woman said, fucking ass bang! I'm gonna tape you to the wall with this duct tape. Do I make myself clear? The duck said,
suck my wiener.
Then he waddled away, waddle, waddle. Then he waddled away, waddle, waddle, waddle. Then he waddled away, waddle, waddle, till the very next day, bum, 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 ba-dum, when the duck walked up to the corner store, and he said to the woman running the store, hey, bum, 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 got any strap-ons?
What the fuck?
Bagel, bagel, bagel.
Bagel, 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 bagel. Shut the fuck up.
Then he walked.
Genitals.
What for? The duck said, there.
My penis.
You seem nice. Could I use
Genital.
No. You go fuck yourself. Bitch, nigga.
You bitch. Suck my dick, bitch.
Shut up.
Shithead.
Die.
Then the man left the store with a pretty big grin, and the duck said, stay here while I go fuck. Then the duck walked into the corner store. Bum, 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 he said to the woman who was running the store. Bum, 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 hey, bum, 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 got any
porn?
The woman said, oh no, it's you. You planned all this. Could be true. By the way, one more question for you. Got any
bombs? Yes.
Then he waddled waddle till the very next did. Then he waddled.
Keep me watching though, so I left the tape on. Everything seemed pretty normal. I had a feeling that if Jeremy was stealing motor oil, he knew we were suspicious of him by now. I didn't expect him to be dumb enough to let us catch him on camera. Things stayed boring and routine until about 5 o'clock. At 5:03, Mrs. Templeton came back in. She must have forgotten something. But she didn't. She bought the same pack of cigarettes as before. And the same newspaper. She paid with another 20. That's odd, I thought. But then again, she's a little absent-minded. I thought Jeremy should have told her that she already got smokes, but it's not against the rules to sell somebody the same thing twice. That's when Ron came in again. He bought another tank of gas for his motorcycle again. I later checked the outer camera because I thought maybe he had another car that he wanted to fill up. And the same pack of beef jerky. He paid with his credit card again. No big deal. I figured this was just a weird coincidence. Mrs. Templeton forgot, and Ron probably owned more than one Harley. That's when the guy in the cowboy hat came back in. I felt a chill run down my spine. Don't get diesel. Don't get diesel. But he did. He got $40 worth of diesel, and paid with another $100 bill. Every move he made was identical to his first visit, right down to the way he scratched his nose before walking out. Either the guy was rich, owned a lot of trucks, and just moved into town, or something really bizarre was happening. I kept watching. Every customer for the next hour was the same as before, every single one. I was seriously freaked out, and then at 6:03, Mrs. Templeton walked back in. She bought her cigarettes and newspaper again, and paid with a $20 bill. I thought I was going to lose it. I only watched another half hour before I started fast-forwarding through the rest. It was all the same. Every customer would come in at the exact same time, exactly 1 hour apart. Now I know what you're thinking. That sneaky motherfucker Jeremy had messed with the tapes. He had run a loop of his first hour of business over and over and over. And that wasn't the case. There were windows at the cash register area that the camera covers. And I watched the sunlight fade as time ran on. Jeremy's routine didn't loop. He swept, mopped, restocked, and did all his duties exactly how you would expect. But the same customers kept coming in. I was panicking at this point. Something was seriously wrong with what I was seeing, and I had no explanation for it. I skipped ahead to when he'd locked up and walked out to his car. He hadn't stolen anything, but he kept watching, just to make sure. I fast-forwarded one last time to about midnight. Exactly 12:03, out of nowhere, Jeremy's face popped up on the camera. I don't mean he moved his head into view, I mean, 1 second the store was empty. The next second, his face was all I could see. He wasn't looking at the camera. He was looking at me. I'm sure of it. I screamed and fumbled for the remote. By the time I grabbed it, he was gone. Just as soon as he had left. One frame he was there, the next he wasn't. My hands were shaking like crazy, but I popped in another tape. The other indoor camera showed the back area, by the cash register. And I'd be able to see how he got up to put his face in camera like that. I skipped ahead to 12:03. But there was nothing. I would have been able to see him standing on a chair or something on this tape, but he wasn't there. I didn't see him enter the store at all after he left. It's like he wasn't really there. He doesn't know the security code, and no alarms were triggered that night after he locked up. What I did see, however, was that at 12:03, the motor oil vanished off the shelf. All of it. Same as Jeremy's face. 1 second it was there, the next it wasn't. I turned the tape off and went to bed. I didn't get a wink of sleep. My body was exhausted right now, but my mind was racing. That tape was undoubtedly the creepiest, most disturbing thing I've ever seen in my life. My boss just finished watching the last of the tapes. I told him what to expect, but you really can't prepare someone for something like that. He's scared shitless. I am too. And Jeremy's due to come in at 4. We've got a little over an hour to get this shit together, but neither one of us knows what to say to him. Is he just a fucked up guy who likes to steal motor oil and scare the shit out of people? Or is he something else? I think I got stuck in Jeremy's time loop, and then I snapped out of it at the exact moment I blacked out. If that makes sense, but that's when things get really weird. My boss was right next to me when I blacked out, ready to corroborate my story to the cops. When I came to, the phone was in my hand, but it was dead. Not even a dial tone. My boss was still right there, but he wasn't moving. He was standing up, but frozen. I looked at the clock again, and it wasn't moving. The second hand was stuck on the 12. It was 9:33 exactly. The clock on the register, computer screen, it wasn't moving either. My phone was frozen. There was even a customer at the register waiting for my boss to get him cigarettes. I'm betting that would have been his 5th pack of the day. I got the fuck out of there, didn't lock up, didn't turn the lights out, and sorry guys, I didn't grab the security tapes to upload to the internet. Believe me, that was the last thing on my mind. 4 men in suits greeted me and told me to have a seat. We went over everything 2 or 3 times until they got all the details down. I told them about Jeremy, the security tape, last night at work, everything. Finally, after I finished, one of the agents said, "Christ, we got another one on our hands." Then they made me sign a bunch of papers saying I wouldn't tell anyone about what happened, so I can't say much more. I might be breaking the law by just posting this. So now I'm home. I'm not sure what to do with myself. That agent's words, when they told me the story, are going to haunt me for the rest of my life.
It ain't easy handling all this dough. Cinnamon bun and chocolate chip cookie dough? Cinnamon bun, pizza crust? We should stuff it with something. Chocolate chip cookie base, all these chocolate bars, but it needs something else. It needs bacon. This is what the candy bacon of gods looks like. Candy bacon stuffed crust? Next level sugar tooth satisfaction technique. Candy bacon on our chocolate calzone. Stepping it up a major level.
Camera tricks.
Fresh out the oven. Spreading that cherry pie spread. Cotton candy cheese. Candy fruit pepperonis. Gay bacon strips. Gay bacon strips. What do we got here? We got a chocolate chip cookie calzone with a whole bunch of chocolate bars in it. We got these chocolate breadsticks, which are pretty much chocolate bars deep fried in cotton candy batter with this candy marinara sauce for your ass. Now we got this delicious looking candy pizza with a cinnamon bun crusted and stuffed with candy bacon, gay bacon strips, and all this other delicious candy. And my boys are here, and they're f***ing hungry. Next time we eat a blood clot.
As Cartoon Network's 20th birthday comes to a close, it's time to reminisce on bad days of old.
Oh, you going all old school on me, huh?
I'm talking all those infuriating moments over the years, whether it be a weak episode or just the channel making the wrong move. Not because I hate my favorite TV station, of course not. I just want it to get better.
Criticism serves a healthy function. Sometimes it can even help you get better. That's because it comes from a good place.
Because clearly me and my zero insider animation experience knows what I'm talking about. This is the top 10 worst Cartoon Network moments. It's juice and jam time.
Good show! Jolly good show! No flow, just good.
Samurai Jack episode 14. We spend an entire episode watching Samurai Jack training with goddamn monkey cheese so he can jump good, and at the end of the episode, he confronts Aku.
You can fly? No, jump good. Watch out!
And you know what happens next episode? Nothing. The battle was never brought up again. Gandhi Tortellini can eat my ass.
Are you ready to come with me on a mission to save all life from the Lich?
Adventure Time Season 5 premiere. You got so many subplots going on, we're just dying to find out more, and you reveal an infinite amount of multiverses, and what do? You put us on a cliffhanger till next season for a 2-part episode while you awkwardly cut between the sense of suffering to comedy, ultimately to visit only one alternate universe to have everything undone, and one big what if episode. Why? You guys have some real balls to pull the whole "it was just a dream" trope in this day and age. As funny of a character Prismo is, he deserved a better episode to get introduced in.
I wish for a sandwich. Dude, I'll just make you a sandwich.
This spot goes out to all the worst programming that will not go away. Johnny Test, the Hall of Game Awards, and Scooby-Doo movies. It's 2012, and we still got straight-to-video movies coming out every 3 weeks. No, I don't want a marathon of Scooby-Doo movies. Maybe there's something to watch on the Hub channel. Scooby-Doo 2, Monsters Unleashed. That movie sucked harder than Scooby-Doo 2, Nazis Uncircumcised. and that movie doesn't even exist.
Titans, go!
Oh, so many heroes we still don't know much about, and Starfire never got her own story arc. I sure wish Teen Titans came back. Oh, it's a comedy now. Prismo, you bastard, where's my sandwich? Well, I'm sure these guys leading the reboot love Teen Titans as much as I do.
We've never even seen the old show.
No, I saw a couple episodes. It's good. It was a good show.
DC Nation, buckle up.
Without warning, the DC Nation action block was removed until January, since it didn't have the ratings or something. Well, I wonder why action shows appealing to an older audience don't do well when they only air 9 AM on a Saturday.
I will be most happy to sit on your babies.
Is it so hard to air these action shows maybe on a Wednesday or Thursday night when people are awake and at home?
Oh, come on!
Adding insult is the delayed Young Justice episode released as a top seller on iTunes, but was quickly pulled down, so now everyone's just gonna legally download it. What? Don't you guys want to make money? How is this running a business? Huh?
Form Titan.
Why'd they cancel Dexter's Lab? I hate you, Cartoon Network. Why are they still making SpongeBob? Just cancel it already. I hate you, Nickelodeon. I got no beef with a long-running show ending. Cartoonists themselves admit growing tired of the same thing. It's the short-lived or those with more to tell who deserve a revival. Symbionic Titan was brought down not for the can't get a toy line issue, no, contract disputes. Cartoon Network wanted another Ben 10 for the younger demographic, mid-production of Titan, letting it vanish with 10 more episodes to tell, heralded to be better than the first 20. In regards to reruns on Toonami, it's admirable Titan hasn't been erased. We'll see its resurrection someday.
We are a symbiotic fighting machine. Give cartoons and real people a shot. Are you hearing what I say?
2009, there were no new cartoons premiered. The channel just gave up with a full onslaught of live-action shows on Cartoon Network.
The horror. The horror.
Pardon my derogatory language, but that idea was figuratively more fucking retarded than an orgy in a short bus. It honestly was the dark ages of Cartoon Network. CN Real was a total embarrassment to the network's reputation, like having to bring your grandmother out in public. No, Grandma, we don't use those words anymore. That boy's allowed to drink from the fountain. Sure, right now we still have one live show, but we've come a long way since then, obtaining new favorites. And while we lost a few along the journey, we never know what will come next or what will return. Teen Titans Go still sucks, by the way.
It was just a publicity stunt for a TV cartoon show, but the discovery of 9 suspicious electronic devices triggered a giant scare across the city of Boston today.
You guys really done goofed this time. I'm gonna have to give the Aqua Teen bomb scare its own video. What we lost in that incident is deserving of its own Midnight Society video retrospect. And just like Dexter's rude removal, there is something worth salvaging here.
The Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy. In 1996, while Maxwell Adams was still in college, he created a short animated film titled Billy and Mandy, which would later evolve into Cartoon Network's hit show, The Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy. The character designs in the short film were quite different from the actual show, with Billy appearing taller and with a smaller nose, and Mandy sporting pigtails, a nose that she lacked in the series, and a black jumper with overalls. In an interview with Maxwell Adams, he mentions that he has stored the short film away, even hinting that he should have it digitally transferred at some point. Ned's Declassified High School Survival Guide. Exactly a year after Ned's Declassified had ended, Devin Werkheiser had signed onto a development contract with Nickelodeon to star in a high school spin-off of Ned's Declassified School Survival Guide, unofficially called Ned's Declassified High School Survival Guide. According to TV Tropes, Werkheiser said that a pilot was shot, and Werkheiser himself cited on his blog that, quote-unquote, it's a work in progress, and we'll know in the next couple of months if it gets greenlit. Unfortunately, the show was never picked up by Nickelodeon, and it's stayed that way since, as the actors have since moved on from Nick onto bigger and better things. Daniel Curtis Lee, who played Cookie, may not have signed onto the contract, and if so, possibly because of his commitment to another show, Disney's Zeke and Luther.
I know some of you are going to be really disappointed about this, but Ned's Declassified High School Survival Guide didn't happen mostly because it didn't have the funds. You see, Ned's Declassified School Survival Guide didn't pull in the ratings as big as Drake and Josh and Zoe 101 at the time. During the mid-2000s, Dan Schneider was the king of live-action shows for Nickelodeon, and he kind of still is to this day. With that said, Ned's Declassified was hugely overshadowed by Drake and Josh and Zoe 101, and when Ned's Declassified was over, they didn't have the funds to produce a spin-off series.
Devin Werkheiser officially confirmed on a now privated YouTube video that there definitely won't be a continuation of the show, with budget issues at Nick being one of the main reasons. Drake and Josh. Many fans would consider the first episode of Drake and Josh to be the pilot episode. However, there was a real official pilot for the show. This pilot was produced in 2003 and was made before Nickelodeon officially picked up the show. Not much is known about this, except that it supposedly used the same plot as the first episode, and Josh's dad was played by a different unknown actor instead of Jonathan Goldstein. The pilot remained in obscurity until 2013 when Dan Schneider posted screenshots on his Dan Warb Twitter account. Supposedly, he also posted a video clip on YouTube showing Josh's original dad, but that has since become privated, and has not been mirrored anywhere else on the internet. Other than that, no other piece of info is available for this pilot, and has yet to be released by Nickelodeon or by Dan Schneider himself. Gravity Falls. Sometime in 2010, animator Alex Hirsch began working on a pitch pilot episode for Gravity Falls. The pilot ran for 11 minutes and was a cut-down version of the first official episode, Tourist Trapped. While not much background information of the pilot's creation has surfaced, besides the identities of those involved, a few screenshots and even a short 43-second snippet have managed to find their way online, along with a full outline of the episode, which is almost identical to that of Tourist Trapped. When asked if the unaired pilot would ever be released, Alex Hirsch replied with, "Oh Lord, I hope not. That thing was a mess, haha." That would be like showing you awkward photos from my high school prom. We all have dark secrets. That 11-minute flash pilot was mine. Regardless, fans hold on to the hope that it may one day be included as a DVD extra, or just flat out leaked online. Double Dare. Nickelodeon's most famous game show, Double Dare, is a show focused primarily on kids, who have to go through usually disgusting obstacle courses in order to win prizes of trips and small amounts of money. Despite having many reruns for years, several episodes are still unable to be seen online. In addition, there was at least one episode of Double Dare that was filmed but never aired. The episode involved a kid that had a condition that made his bones more fragile than the average contestant of the show. The kid lied about it on the application and made it onto the show. During filming of the episode, he broke his arm while doing one of the obstacles on the show. Nickelodeon, fearing being sued over the incident, especially since the kid's father was a lawyer, gave the kid a small prize as compensation, and the case was settled. The episode has never been seen, most likely because of this incident. The Powerpuff Girls. The pseudo-series finale, See Me, Feel Me, Know Me, was banned, allegedly due to being about communism. However, the actual reason was the heavy use of strobe effects, which would trigger epileptic seizures in more sensitive viewers. Much like the notorious Pokemon episode, Electric Soldier Porygon. The episode can still be seen on the complete series DVD set for the show. Cow and Chicken. The infamous second season episode Buffalo Gals was quickly pulled after its original broadcast. After a mother wrote into Cartoon Network, complaining about the lesbian stereotypes and sexual innuendo. Weirdos. This short-lived series, based off the 1960s Weirdos toys, only had 13 episodes, with 2 segments each episode. It also had 3 VHS releases, 1 DVD release, and 1 unaired pilot episode. In 2000, ADV released the whole series, except the unaired pilot, and 3 cassettes titled Lights Camera Traction, Wheel Trouble, and Traffic Jam. In 2005, YTV released the whole series onto DVD. All releases of the show are extremely rare to come by, and due to limited production, only 500 copies got sent into market, but only in Canada. Of the 26 segments in total, only 5 were found, one of which was found incomplete. Kablam! Kablam is one of Nickelodeon's most coveted shows, with no home media release of any kind, and only a few reruns. A handful of episodes are considered lost, most notably episode 29. Episode 29 is an episode many fans of the show have made their own art of, including fan fiction. This episode has even been considered fake for a long time. An internet archive website called the Wayback Machine enables you to visit most websites in the past. Fans have used this to get to the Nickelodeon website in the 90s to see Kablam's episode list. While only finding episode list of seasons 1 to 3, it is clear that episode 29 is not on that list, but it's unknown if this confirms the episode's existence as fake, because the website is still unfinished. Supposedly, the episode was to be about Henry and June finally ending the comic book series, June revealing her crush by kissing Henry, and saying goodbye to the audience. All that. The popular Nickelodeon show has dealt with a lot of copyright issues that caused some segments or complete episodes to go missing or to be edited. Seasons 2 to 5 aired from 2011 to 2014, but they were all missing the musical performances, the sketches introducing the artists, and the original outros and credits. Luckily, the majority of seasons 3 to 5 aired on the N in 2008, and are available unedited online, with the exception of a few episodes that were never featured. Season 6 also aired, but the best of episodes that premiered during 2001 weren't broadcast. Season 1 hasn't been broadcast since 2005. All That's pilot episode is considered by many to be the most sought after episode of the entire series. It hasn't aired on television for almost 2 decades. On September 23rd, 2014, the full episode was uploaded to a private tracker, only to be taken down shortly after. 1 day later, the entire pilot was uploaded to YouTube by the user GreenRift. Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood. In an episode titled Conflict, a potential war comes to the neighborhood when King Friday becomes convinced that a nuclear arsenal was secretly being built. The kids began building fallout shelters and wait for an all-out atomic war, until King Friday realizes that he was wrong about what was being built. At the end of the episode, Mr. Rogers left viewers with the following summary. Rules are very, very important, not just for games, but for all things. Even big things like countries. Countries have to have rules to protect people too. And someday you'll be helping to make rules for your country. I trust that you'll make the best kind you know how. This episode was first aired during the Cold War and hasn't aired since 1996. Since then, the full episode cannot be watched online. The Mr. Potato Head Show. The Mr. Potato Head Show was a children's television series featuring Mr. Potato Head. It first aired on Fox Kids on September 12, 1998. The series ran for a single season of 13 episodes before being cancelled on February 16, 1999. After the series was cancelled, The creators made a direct-to-video movie that depicts the show's cancellation from the perspective of the characters. Only the first 4 episodes can be watched online, but the rest of the series is nowhere to be found. Due to the show being incredibly obscure, there's very little chance of there being a home media release of any kind. Though bits and pieces of the missing episodes can be seen in the direct-to-video movie, the actual full episodes remain missing. Tiny Toons. The episode Elephant Issues contained 3 segments, one of which was called One Beer. This segment involves Buster, Plucky, and Hampton drinking alcohol, drunk driving a stolen car, and crashing to their deaths in a graveyard. The entire episode was banned from Fox Kids, Nickelodeon, Nicktoons, and the WB due to the depiction of Buster, Plucky, and Hampton getting drunk. Despite this, the episode was eventually included in the Volume 3 DVD sets, and later aired in reruns on the Hub Network. Davy and Goliath. Several episodes of the Christian program Davy and Goliath were destroyed by the Evangelical Lutheran Church in America, the successor to the church that commissioned the series, due to material that today's mainline denominations would consider unfit for airing on children's program, such as racial stereotype and sexism. They were later found but re-edited and released on DVD. Sesame Street. Like Pokemon, Sesame Street has been in some trouble as well. Episode 847 featured Margaret Hamilton reprising her role as the Wicked Witch of the West, as she flies over Sesame Street before accidentally losing her broom. The witch at first brings chaos to Sesame Street by threatening to turn Big Bird into a frying pan and making it rain inside Hooper's store. Eventually, the Wicked Witch grew to like Sesame Street, and they began to like her too. Oscar develops a crush on the witch, and Big Bird is saddened when she finds her broom and has to leave. This episode prompted an unusually large amount of mail responses from parents, almost entirely negative within a short time frame. Typical responses included parents concerned that their children were afraid and now refused to watch the show, using phrases such as screams and tears, and the threat of the witch's power remains in the children's eyes. The episode has since been stored away and cannot be found online.
But making videos like this seems to be the only way to get any kind of progress with these specific issues. Today we're going to be talking about my cyber stalker, and cyber stalkers in general. I've talked about this person briefly in the My Online Harassment video that I had made quite a ways back, but to recap, this person isn't the first cyber stalker that I've had, but this person has proven themselves to be the most anal. This person kept trying to contact me for over a year, even after multiple channels have gotten blocked and banned. Who is this person? By name, this is and I'm going to have to go through each and everything that she's messaged me. Everything that this person has inundated me with. Every single message that I have saved. And if you're wondering, no, this person is not a teenager with too much free time. She is older than I am. So, first things first, why don't I just block this person? Well, I blocked Planet Rosa, I blocked I Am Chic, 22, I blocked LilyPat555, I blocked Rosa Park 80, I blocked Rosa Rose 252, I blocked Miss Rose Mix, I blocked Rose Pesci's, I blocked Mary Sue 10, I blocked Lover Girl 2266, I blocked Rose Rose 1313, I blocked Beach Girl 1777, and today I blocked Candace Mail 777. And yet she keeps showing up again and again and again. And you have to keep in mind, this is on just one piece of social media, DeviantArt. I have several, and in most of them, I have had very similar experiences. This person is the sole cause to why I don't have a Tumblr blog anymore. You see, this person is so toxic, so annoying, so repulsive, and has contacted me so many times that I had abandoned the platform, determining it to be more trouble than it was worth. Every time I left anonymous questions on, my inbox would be filled with dozens, if not hundreds of messages per day. Every time I didn't, that didn't change much. A new account with the same amount of messages to the point where the platform was unusable for its intended use. I had to delete it. On my DeviantArt platform, I have saved a total of 445 messages. In the course of an entire year, that might not be much. But look at the dates here. All but 7 of these came from this year, specifically starting at March 31st. I remind you, it's now April 22nd. That is over 430 messages in the span of less than 4 weeks. or about 20 messages per day. There is no legitimate reason for anyone to send me 20 unsolicited messages a day. The other reason I stopped doing this is because I realized that DeviantArt can't help me, and it's not really their fault either. What can they do? Get yet another account banned? It's not hard to start a new account on any platform. There are so many throwaway email services out there, especially if it's an account that you aren't going to be using for very long. Well, what about banning her IP address? I've heard this one come up a lot. IP bans are actually less useful than account bans. I mean, I should know, right? I have a VPN that lets me do just that in the blink of an eye. But you can change your IP address for free. All you need to do is unplug your router for a few minutes, and then you're automatically assigned a new IP address. I say what I can because there are some things that I can't show you because that would be doxing. This message was posted on a script of mine that had nothing to do with this conversation. And it was posted on my Reanimator review, and on one of the model sheets, and on the DeviantArt profile, and a lot of other pieces that I didn't think it pertinent to screenshots. It could have been on only these 3, or it could have been on everything I've ever posted. I'm not too worried if anything happens to me specifically, but you should be. You should really hope that nothing bad happens to me. If I get kidnapped, you will be the primary suspect. If I get murdered, you will be the primary suspect. If something happens to any of my relatives or my friends, you will be the primary suspect. If someone breaks into my house even, you will be the primary suspect. If someone just steals something from me, you will be the primary suspect. And you have done this all on your own. This is my ultimatum. Stop contacting me. I will never love you. I will never like you. I will never even tolerate you. At this point, I will never stop hating you. Get some help. Get out of my life. If you contact me in any way whatsoever,
we go to stage 3.
I contact the FBI, I contact law enforcement, and I contact Social Security. I'm sure that they'd love to hear what you're doing with the government's money, and what you're doing in your time instead of looking for a job. At stage 4, I tell your family, leave me the fuck alone.
But best of all, she told of the one they call
Yawn.
But the best part is, you can write a letter to this guy, Santa Claus, and tell him what you want, and when he comes, and when he comes, and when he comes, and when he comes...
Just like a... I can't believe anybody would celebrate a holiday where a jolly prowler breaks into your house and leaves, bitch! Like a Shut the fuck up! Squidward, I'm trying to masturbate. This thing's as good as a blank check, direct from the First National Bank of...
Yo mama's ass.
Fire in the penis.
Santa! Wait, what? It's Santa.
He doesn't come till we fuck.
That's what I'm talking about.
Maybe Santa will bring me a dick so I can fuck you in the ass. Okay, everybody, we've got a lot to do now that we've summoned Santa Claus. We must fuck Santa Claus for his arrival. There'll be shopping, decorating, and plenty of shit. Patrick, who's that under the mistletoe?
What? Who, me? Would you look at the time I should go? What the fuck do you want? Can't you see that I'm busy?
Step outside, we've got something for you to see.
SpongeBob, take this ship down immediately. What? Why, it looks like a big... It smells like one, too. Handcrafted out of driftwood. And it's even got my name on it. Fuck.
Yes?
For
Yes.
Alright, and when am I going to get a call from this manager? Or fucking whoever?
She's not just a manager, she's the restaurant manager, and I'd be fucking scared if I were you because she's a fucking scary cunt! Good evening.
Excuse me, I was just called the C word on the phone.
No, you weren't called the C word. I called my restaurant manager the C word. I said she was a scary cunt!
The rest of our lives safely knowing there will be no more Terra videos. Number 13, Agamemnon Counterpart. This video basically starts out as confusing, but you can't stop watching. Even as you stare at the scream in horror and disbelief, you probably won't stop it. The video starts out with a crummy old school VHS warning, which is followed by on-screen text that reads, "A video cassette was found in a pile of rubble on the ruins of a certain blue planet. What you are about to witness will not be the contents of the aforementioned cassette. This is an entirely different recording," which is shown next to what could be the intro to a very low-budget children's show, as it features cartoon characters, bright colors, and displays the title, "Let's Make a New Friend." However, not long into the video, screaming begins. Like uncontrollable, someone is about to get murdered type screaming. We see a few more trippy shots, with tons more screaming and overly happy background music, and the video ends. Rumors immediately began spreading that the video is actually once footage from a popular Japanese rape murder case. Apparently, the cartoon footage covered up the video, but not the audio. However, when you look at the description of the original posting, it stated, "Drawings by Jason Kovac, aka Dave, from 2001, D2K1. Research leads to DK21, meaning Destination Imagination 2001. From there we can find that this video was a strange art project that got uploaded in 2006. Looking even deeper has exposed that the audio and screaming are both from vintage movies. So the rape murder theory is completely false. As for the title, or the meaning behind the video, there's not one. Jason Kovac has yet to release any information about its confusing title or complex meaning. Just take a look. Maybe you'll be able to find some deep and powerful meaning within these terrifying screams. Number 11. Cursed Kleenex Commercial. The following ad for tissues is creepier than it needs to be. As you will see, there is a small child that seems to have their body painted a dark orange. The child is sporting green hair and some sort of magical horn. Meanwhile, the woman next to the child, possibly a mother, makes loving gestures towards the child before letting a tissue fly into the air. All the while, this creepy slow song is playing in the back. Kleenex released this commercial in mid-1986, and it immediately received negative feedback. People claimed that the song in the background was a Russian demonic ritual chant that sang about dying. There were also numerous claims that the commercial would change depending on what time of day it was shown. For example, in the afternoon, it would be overall normal, but if it ever aired past midnight, it was distorted and even more terrifying. After becoming fed up with complaints, Kleenex took the commercial down and it was never aired again. However, that didn't stop it from eventually being spread all over the world of YouTube. People began uploading and sharing and even posting videos of themselves watching the commercial at midnight to show how distorted it really became.
It's a fine day, people open windows, many say hi, it's just for a short while. They walk by the grass and they look at the grass, they look at the grass, there seems to be a whole motion.
all of this came about, rumors began that all of those involved in creating the commercial died in some freak way. Everyone from the cameraman to the 2 actors. It was even said that anyone who simply watched the commercial would die. None of it was true though. The actress, Kiko Matsuzaka, has been proven to still be alive, and many of the YouTube videos that were posted past midnight were also proven to have been edited or faked in some fashion. Furthermore, the song in the background isn't Russian at all. It's a song in English by Jane and Barton.
It's a fine day, people open windows, they leave their houses just for a short while. The grass, and they look at the grass, they look at the sky. It's going to be a fine night tonight, it's going to be a fine day tomorrow.
Although most of these things have been debunked, watching this commercial is still pretty creepy. It gives off a weird vibe that makes it pretty easy to understand why people created such strange rumors. The commercial is sure to be feeling, and most people were probably just looking for some way to explain it. Number 10. There is nothing. This is possibly one of the most scary videos on the list, depending on your own personal tastes. We see some young girl, or possibly doll, sitting at a dinner room table. A bowl sits in front of her, and there's a fire behind her through the window. Her stare is so strong and creepy that you almost can't look at her while she stares straight into your soul. The first time she speaks, you can't really make out what she says. The camera zooms out and she drops her face into the bowl. When she picks her head back up to speak again, she clearly says, "There is nothing."
There is nothing.
The video was created by filmmaker and artist David B. Earl. He said that he created the very short film in a way that makes it possible to loop the video over and over again without any clue of where it begins and ends. According to Earl, the piece was inspired by the personal paradoxical desire for empirical proof that there is nothing on the other side of life. Number 9. Performance Olivier de Sagazon. So this video, this man, being the only living relative, offers to take the casket off their hands. Since he doesn't have anywhere else to put it, he just holds the casket in his backyard. Everything seems pretty reasonable, and although it's not something most of us would do, it does seem to make more sense than what follows. The man goes on to open the casket and give a full view of the corpse. He also leans in to peck his great-grandma on the lips. Actually, he does more than peck her on the lips. He kisses her old decayed corpse multiple times. Though is singing to a song in a way that makes you feel pretty uncomfortable. However, the backstory can change the feel of this video entirely. The singer's real name is Edward Muscare, and he's actually a real-life registered sex offender. So that instinct of being slightly violated while watching this video was actually very plausible. As part of his probation, Muscare was not allowed to use the internet, and after this video, he was put back in jail for 5 years, where he died from lung cancer. Just a friendly reminder to always go with your gut feeling about creepy old dudes. Bye-bye. Gas mix and overweighting killed him. Number 3. Girl goes psycho during makeup tutorial. One of YouTube's most viewed categories is tutorials. People from all over the web flock to get information on how to change a light bulb, and especially on how to apply makeup. So when this video popped up in 2014, it's just a young woman sitting in front of a camera explaining a makeup process. Although the left half of the screen does lead to a few questions, nothing could prepare you for when she begins beating her head onto the table.
So we're gonna just start here.
It's a truly gory scene, and you're left wondering what the hell happened. She just seemed to have snapped at some point. Buzz began immediately over this video. The description of the tutorial read, "This video was sent to me anonymously. I do not have any information beyond that. It is for you to decide on your own whether it is real or fake." After some investigation, and thanks to tweets from the actress, Nakaya Seacrest, it wasn't long before the truth came out. This was a promo video made for a film the uploader was creating. You can check it out at the15experience.com.
Does the shoulder strap in your car cut into your shoulder? When you travel, is your shoulder strap too tight and annoying? Introducing the Titty Bear. That's T-I-D-D-Y Bear, the cute little guy that eliminates all those irritating shoulder strap problems. Designed to make driving more comfortable, the Titty Bear snaps onto your shoulder strap and moves up and down to eliminate uncomfortable pressure wherever you need it.
My shoulder strap used to pull so tight I could hardly breathe. Now with the Titty Bear, I really enjoy traveling again.
Are you suffering from pungent pits, foul feet, beastly butt odor? How do you stop the stink? Hi, I'm Adam J, and this is Doc Bottom's Ace Spray, the all-new, all-over deodorant that prevents odors before they start and can be used anywhere, and I mean anywhere on your body. Ace Spray goes where other deodorants can't. Ace Spray your butt, Ace Spray your feet, Ace Spray under your arms, you can even Ace Spray your privates. Ace Spray is safe for all your odor zones. You can even Ace Spray your privates. You can even Ace Spray your privates. Ace Spray is safe for all your odor zones. Beastly butt odor? How do you stop the stink?
Oh no, you missed that putt again. You probably don't have enough time to practice. You can have more time to practice your putting with the Potty Putter, the amazing new toilet time golf game that lets you practice your putting on the potty. Your Potty Putter comes with its own putting green, made of the same professional carpet found at miniature golf courses. Now practice your putting every time you take care of your other business. Just aim and shoot the ball into the cup. Just think, all that extra practice every time you visit the John. In no time, you'll shave strokes from your game. Just choke up on your putter and sink the ball. Over and over again. When you're bored in the bathroom, you rush, and that's unhealthy. But with the Potty Putter, you'll take the time to play with your putter. It's the most satisfying way to practice your game. Your Potty Putter is the perfect gift for the man on the go. He'll relax and think of you every time he practices putting. It's ideal for the executive washroom at the office. Look again how easy it is to practice your putting in the bathroom with the Potty Putter. Now improve your putting game with the Potty Putter for just $19.99. But wait, call now and we'll include the doorknob hangers warning everyone not to disturb you while you're practicing your putting. The Potty Putter with the putting green, the putting cup and flag, 2 Potty Putter golf balls, the putter and do not disturb door hanger, all only $19.99.
Drank a lot of water. I really have to go. People are waiting to tee off. There's no restroom out here.
Has this happened to you? I've got the perfect gift. Introducing the Euro Club, the discreet sanitary solution for your urgent relief. It looks like an ordinary golf club but contains a reservoir built into the grip to relieve yourself. The Euro Club comes with a towel and appears that you are just checking out your club.
Work out of your workout.
the Hawaii chair.
You can use the Hawaii chair virtually anywhere, at the office, while you're surfing the internet, while you're watching TV, while you're on the phone, or simply relaxing by the fire.
Are your arms jiggly, flabby, and out of shape? Would you like to go from flabby to fabulous? Then you're ready for the Shake Weight, the revolutionary new way to shape and tone arms that is shaking America by storm. Specifically designed for women, the Shake Weight is a 2.5-pound manual device that requires no batteries or power. It only moves when you move it. The Shake Weight is based on a completely new workout technology called dynamic inertia, which ignites the muscles in your arms, shoulders, and chest, so you feel them tightening and toning. In Shake Weight defines your biceps, your triceps, your shoulders, and chest. In just 6 minutes a day, you can get use Shake Weight for only $19.95. Plus, use Shake Weight for only $19.95. Plus, how much you can do with a Shake Weight, including how much you can do with a Shake Weight, including.
Imagine you're trapped in a cell with a killer and he asks you to play a game. Place your finger or the cursor on any of the green squares. You're going to make 4 moves. Each move may involve going across one square or several. Now move left or right to the nearest pink square. Now move up or down to the nearest green square. Now move diagonally to the nearest pink square, and now move either down or to the right to the nearest green square. If you've chosen any of these squares, the killer is going to let you go free. Any of these squares are absolutely fine. But if you've chosen this square, then your time has come.
And so you asked me if doing prison was the hard part, and I spent over 12 years in prison. In 18 years, I did 12 total. And it wasn't the hard part, wasn't going to prison, it was getting out and trying to be part of society again. Because at one time I was a contractor. I had 4 employees, 3-bedroom house, blah, 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 blah. And I had to lose it all to realize it was just stuff, but still. Then when you're done with your time, and I discharged my sentence in February 11th of 2011, I got my parole papers signed off. I became a citizen again. I can actually vote. I can actually go in and vote for the president. But I can't get a job here or here or here. I can't have any apartments because they won't accept felons. And I even went through an agency that took felons, and they'll give a pedophile an apartment before they will me because I had a drug charge. I wasn't even dealing drugs, I had possession. But anybody that has possession of drugs, they're worried about them selling drugs in their apartments, so they won't give them one. But this place would give a pedophile, somebody who raped a little baby or something, and give them an apartment, but they wouldn't let me have one because of my felony, because I had a drug felony. And it's just the hard part was just becoming part of society again. It's like they didn't want me. They didn't want me to be part of their society anymore. So I just decided, fuck it. I'm going to sleep in a tent. I'm going to do what I love for a living, which is playing music. And if I just make a little bit of money, I'd rather do what I love with a passion and make a little money than go back to contracting and try to make a lot of money and be part of a society that doesn't even want me no more. Fuck them, you know? Fuck society. That's the way I feel.
Feel that? Why did...
I meet a lot of good people, but I believe there's a lot of good people out there, but for the most part, most people, all they care about is themselves. You could be standing there on the corner bleeding and people just drive by you. And they wouldn't want no part of it. They wouldn't want no part of the drama. But then there'd be 1 in 10 that might stop and help. You know? I walked up to a woman once to ask her what time it was. I was pushing a cart. Me and my wife were pushing our cart. We had all our stuff in a grocery cart. I was pushing. I needed to know what time it was, so I went up to ask this woman what time it was. She's like, "Oh, get away from me. I don't have any money. Leave me alone." I'm like, "I don't want any money." She's like, "Just get away from me. Go." I'm like, and I'm thinking, what could have this woman been through that she's so terrified of a stranger that she... What if my wife was pregnant, her water just broke and I needed help? I mean, who knows? What if I was having chest pain and I needed her to call 911? She didn't care. It was just, get away from me. Go. I don't got no money. She thought all I wanted was her money. I just want to know what time it was. And it hurt, man. It's like, damn. People...
It does hurt.
You know, it's like, damn. It's humanity. So many people, what have they been through that makes them so terrified of relationships and people that they just don't want nothing to do with nobody? It's sad. It's
I
really
wasn't
sad.
scared of you when I saw you.
Well, but you're one in a million, you know? I mean, you're actually sitting down and talking to me, you know? Most people don't give a damn. But it's all right. You know, when it comes down to it, I came in this world by myself, and when I die, I'm going to be the only one in that coffin. And so really all I guess that matters is me, I guess. I don't know. I think people matter, but the more I'm starting to see, less and less.
You matter, bro.
I feel that way about you too, man. You matter. I mean, you care.
You
It's
matter.
sad to see that most people don't. It's just sad because there's so much beautiful things in life. There's so many beautiful things in life. Relationships are beautiful. Nobody wants relationships. Check this out. I've got over 240 some friends on Facebook. Most of them I knew from high school. I mean, I knew a lot of people I got around, all right? 240 some people I know on Facebook. Most of them I thought were good friends from high school. Christmas Day, I Facebooked them all and I'm like, hey, it's Christmas. I haven't talked to some of y'all in over 20 years. Here's my number. Call me. Let's have a conversation. Nobody. And I posted that thing over and over Christmas Day. Nobody. And I'm talking people that asked me to be their friend. Oh, so-and-so wants you to be their friend. Well, I know this person from high school. Sure, I'll be their friend.
What does that mean? What does that mean?
It means people don't want relationships no more. They're so into their internet and so into their Facebook. They got their this is their idol. Internet's become an idol, man. It's like people don't want relationships. They want the kind of relationships where they can be who they want to be and be who they are. You know, instead of being who they are, be who they want to be and pretend to be. Oh yeah, I'm 6'4" and I got dark hair and blue eyes and big shoulders, but then I can't ever meet this person because I don't look like that, you know? And most people on these internet relationships, man, even a girl, my high school sweetheart, I hooked up with her on Facebook, contacted her, hey man, let's meet. Well, she gave me her number. She's like, well, look, just text me. I really don't have time for conversations no more. She'd rather go text back and forth for 2 hours, texting back and forth, instead of having a 10-minute conversation that could have summed it all up. People don't want conversations. They don't want nothing no more. I don't know what they want. But this world sucks, man. The way that people see it. Really.
Totally agree. I mean, but
I'm just trying to make the world a more better place, man, a more beautiful place. And if music and art can do it and somebody appreciates it, that's all that matters. If I can make a difference in one person's life, that's all that matters.
You made a difference in my life.
Praise God. I mean, hallelujah.
You did. I wouldn't be sitting here with you if you hadn't.
Yeah.
Because you were playing your guitar when I walked up.
Yeah. Well, hopefully it's a positive difference, you know. We can all make a negative influence in somebody's life, but if we can be a positive difference in somebody's life and make them just think for a minute, maybe there is something worth caring about, you know? But I
Fake!
You know, hairless bears kind of look like giant dogs.
Fake!
So what do you think of my spaghetti?
The noodles are too hard, the mashed potatoes are too sweet, it smells like a horse's ass, the ambiance in here sucks, there's a pube in my food, and my nipples are hard! 3 stars. Hey Google Images, I'd like to see a picture of a toaster.
Certainly. Here's a naked girl with a toaster.
No! Just a plain toaster and nothing but a toaster!
Did you mean a plain girl with a toaster up her butt?
This is the best sign ever! I just my pants!
Yeah, I'm just not gonna go to prom this year.
What are you doing?
Nothing. So anyway,
What are you doing now?
What's up?
Hola!
ASL!
I'm a 15-year-old girl. Wanna cyber?
Actually kind of cool. I kind of just got them just because I wanted to. But as you can tell, oh man, these guys are going to be tough to pop. So we're going to have to get some more. We're going to get 1, 2, 3. Very close, but I think we're going to be able to get these guys. Oh my goodness. Very, very close right there. Holy crap. I was extremely afraid, to say the least.
Sam, what genre is Don't Look Away?
Horror?
So what was it doing in sci-fi?
I don't know, Jessica. I must have misplaced it.
Along with half this card. You are really dropping the ball here lately, Sam.
Siri, read that text to me.
Yo, Gil B. Wanted to know how you been doing. Wanna hang out this weekend, fam?
And that was when I snapped. Siri texts this to Daniel. Sorry, but I can't waste my valuable time hanging out with some lazy asshole who only responds to me when it's convenient for him. We both know you only started hanging out with me because I pissed myself in class and you thought that was funny. All I've ever been is just a joke to you. So we can quit pretending like you're actually my friend and that you care about me. I'm dealing with important stuff right now and I don't have time to talk to you and I don't even want to. So just please leave me the hell alone!
Text reads, sorry, but I don't want to waste my valuable time hanging out.
As I heard those words read back to me, I realized how horrible I truly was. Daniel was a great guy who helped me and befriended me when no one else did. And I've been ghosting him all summer. And for what? Because he missed a few phone calls that one night? I was pushing away my only friend. I wanted to call him. I wanted to apologize. I was home again. I had no plans for tomorrow, had no more interviews lined up. My entire life had just stopped. And I found myself more alone than ever.
Hey, Sam. I hope you're doing well. Look, I wanted to call to say I'm sorry for how things ended between us. Look, you're right. I still haven't gotten over Jimmy, and I blamed you for things that weren't your fault, and I totally overreacted. I wish I could tell you all of this in a call, or in person. I guess I'm not even brave enough to do that. But anyway, I'm sorry. And good luck with everything you're doing with school and your career and stuff. I bet you're going to be a big writer someday. Goodbye, Sam.
Hey. What was the number for that therapist again?
I was only 9 years old. I loved Shrek so much. I had all the merchandise and movies. I pray to Shrek every night before bed, thanking him for the life I've been given. Shrek is love, I say. Shrek is life. My dad hears me and calls me a faggot. I knew he was just jealous of my devotion for Shrek. I called him a cunt. He slaps me and sends me to go to sleep. My dad walks in. Shrek looks him straight in the eye and says, "It's all over now." Shrek leaves through my window. Shrek is love. Shrek is life.
fuck's going on, everybody? It's your boy, Eat That Pussy 445, nigga. We're fucking leaving Chipotle right now. I'm heading down a big ass hill right now. And my bad, y'all. I'm busting out a YouTube video, dog. And we better get the fuck out of here, dude. I just overflooded the toilet. Oh, let's get the fuck out of here. Let's go. Yeah. So I basically stormed the fuck out of Chipotle right now. Got people looking at me and shit. So yeah, I just took a mean ass shit in Chipotle, and I've been holding this shit for almost what, 15-16 hours, and I used so much tissue to wipe my ass with. When I flushed the toilet, it didn't go all the way the fuck down. So of course there's tissue. Not all of the tissue can go down in the fucking toilet, you feel me? And there was, all of the tissue couldn't go down up in the toilet, and therefore when the water is trying to push all that fucking tissue down, it's not going the fuck down. It clogged up, and all of the pipes is like fucking up right now. I stormed the fuck out of Chipotle. I'm fucking hauling ass, and the reason why I ran out that bitch because I don't want nobody fucking looking at my ass. So yeah, don't go to Chipotle. I fucked that bastard.
This is one jacked up controller. I can sum up most of it in one word: useless. It comes like this, out of the box, with a condom wrapped around it. Why does this have to be on it from the start? The controller makers know damn well that you have to put batteries in it before you use it. So why can't it come without the rubber on it? And if they want this grip on the controller permanently, why didn't they just build it onto the controller instead of making it removable? It's a crock of motherfucking shit. And you see this thing, the wrist strap. It is fucking worthless. The only people who need these are fucking noobs. I know I have seen accident pictures online, but these people are clearly weirdos. The button configuration on this controller is kind of shitty. The main button is A, and it is too close to the home button, which is right below it. If I am in the middle of a god-awful button masher, I cannot tell you how many times I hit the home button on accident, bringing up the pause screen, interrupting gameplay. What a fucking load of vomit shit, since certain motions with the Wii emote now take the place of having to mash buttons for the most part. Wii games can no longer be classified as button mashers. They should now be called dildo wigglers. So for instance, if you buy Mortal Kombat on the Virtual Console, instead of traditionally calling it a button masher, you now call it a dildo wiggler. This thing is highly overpriced. $40 for a fucking controller. I can get a game for that much. If they eliminated the condom grid, strap, and speaker, this would make it far more affordable. But guess what? There is also another controller required for most of the games. That costs an extra $20. So count it, that is $60 in order to play a game. Fucking bitches. The nunchuck is no better than the Wiimote. While the plastic feels sturdy, this thing feels fucking hollow. And listen to this shit. When you shake it, the nunchuck sounds like a fucking maraca. I also don't like the button names. On the nunchuck, the buttons are C and Z. These names rhyme. So if someone tells me to hit the Z button on my nunchuck, I get confused. Did they just say C? Or did they say Z? The button should be C, and another button that doesn't rhyme with it. The button namers are fucking idiots. The thing that flips the serious countdown with this controller is the fucking cord. They make a big deal about how the Wiimote is wireless. Then you have to have a stupid ass cord that connects the Wiimote to the nunchuck. It's bullshit. To top it off, this cord is only 2 feet long. This may be alright for tiny pussy noobs, but my manly arms stretch out way longer than this shit. There is also another controller called the Classic controller. This, and this, is Classic. Not this piece of fuck. The cord comes out of the bottom, just like the Dreamcast controller. And as you know, the Dreamcast isn't Classic. It's a piece of shit. Once again you have to plug the fucking controller into the Wiimote. Great. Now it looks like a goddamn boat anchor. So count it. That makes 4 different controllers you need in order to play all the Wii games. It is getting to be fucking ridiculous. There is also a warning on the Wii remote that I find a little baffling. On the side, underneath the condom grid, it says do not throw away the Wii remote. How fucking retarded do they think we are? I just paid $40 for this piece of shit. Why would I throw it into the garbage? So after you hit the buttons like a madman, it allows you to go to the console menu, which is just a bunch of fucking boxes you have to click. The first one loads the game. The second one is for creating your me, which is basically a personalized character you can play in certain games. That is just fucking awesome, but why can't I play as my me in any game I want? It's bullshit. Why did I even create this character if I cannot play as him in any game? And after playing online, I can tell you there are some fucked up people out there. I've seen Hulk Hoganese, Mr. T, Charles Manson, and even Jesus Christ. The Wii also has a photo mode, which is fucking useless. If someone wants to look at digital photos, the last thing they're going to say is, wait a minute while I get my Wii. They're either going to put the card into the computer or run them right off the camera itself. They won't use this piece of bullfuck. You can also edit photos, but who needs this horsefuck when you can use programs like Photoshop? There are also many games you can play with your photo. But once again, it's just another feature nobody is going to use. On the road below, you can get your local weather report. Once again, I don't give a flying fuck. If I want the weather, I'm going to look in my newspaper. Not waste time by firing up the Wii, clicking through warning screens, then wait 20 seconds for a fucking forecast to load. There is also a channel where you can read news articles. The same thing goes for this shit. If I want to read the news, I'll read the fucking newspaper. It takes a year for this to load. I can walk up to the store, buy a newspaper, and when I get back, this thing probably still won't be started. And what is that black cat doing walking around up there? I don't have a fucking clue. This is Nintendo, so why don't they have Mario walking around instead? That idea is as lame as shit. To make this even more of a joke, the news articles are old as fuck. Look at this shit. Updated 18 minutes ago. Since it is connected to the internet, it should be updated 24/7. Lazy bastards. So to wrap up this review, you probably want the final verdict. Well, the system gets a 2 out of 10. But since there is no Game Genie available for it, I give it a -1 out of 10. What a piece of goddamn fucking shit. Peace out, bitches.
Get away, William! William! Oh my gosh. Get away from that! Oh my god.
What in the world are you doing? I can't believe you!
Oh my gosh! Call the fire!
Will!
William! Get... Well, you know, it goes to, you know, you're not getting internet now. This is Xbox now. This is... William! What did you do?
I can't stand you anymore!
William!
You freaking stupid! This is what it comes to!
Why did you do that?
Because I have to get back at everybody! You are so stupid!
William!
Don't mess with me!
Now for the final choice. Either I want the Hollywood ending, or give me something different. Yeah, you know what? Give me something different. Give me a different fucking game. This is one of the worst things I have ever seen in my life. On the box, it says plays like a game, but feels like a movie. Well, that's horse shit. It does not play like a game, and it certainly does not feel like a movie. It's a slideshow that verges on being softcore porn, but it isn't that either. It's like some kind of experimental art project. If I just made a bunch of shit and put all kinds of filters on it, that would be the same as this miserable pile of fuck. It would also be the same to go take a shit on a piece of toast on top of a roof while wearing a fish mask singing I'm Too Sexy.
And what we have here. Something great. Trey. Girl, I want you to know. Woo. I can't get you out of my head, my head, my head. Now, girl, I want you to know. I don't even know what you need, but I love it. Everything hooks, everything works. You're a real good cause, I'm a real good reverse, freestyle unrehearsed, so clean, no curse. And when the songs go, man, everything hurts. So I put it in reverse, go back to the scene where I seen you first. Yeah, I need you to sing that single again. Play that video, I seen you a pen. 100 million spins in my mind all day. Calling in requests on the line always. Yeah, the president of your fan club, leading players up behind like a band love. Girl, I want you to know I can't get you out of my head, my head, my head. I can't get you out now. Girl, I want you to know I don't even know what you did, you did. Wait, need a minute. Like a timeout in tennis for a finish. How'd I get in this? Maybe it's your hair, maybe it's your flair. Maybe it's the heels and the way you wear. Maybe it's your real and the way you care. You don't care if I'm ill or a millionaire. The only thing that matters that the feeling's there. Your smile so bright it's like a grill's in there. High off life, don't need a pill in there. You're killing me, I think I need a will in here. Got me feeling real skills impaired. Hard to describe while you're still in here. Girl, I want you to know you out of my head, my head, my head. Girl, I want you to know I don't even know what you did, but I love it. Don't care what nobody say, 'cause I like it, girl. Might go crazy trying to figure this out, love, but I like it, girl. Don't even know why I feel this way, but I like it, girl. Caught up in something that I can't get out of, but we like it, girl. Girl, I want you to know I can't get you out of my head. I can't get you out now. Said I can't get you out now. Girl, I want you to know. I want you to know I don't even know what you did, but I love it. And girl, I want you to know, I want you to know I can't get you out of my head, my head, my head. I want
your damn clothes off!